Oh, what is up, dudes? Today we're going to be doing a review of this epic, rare, limited edition Beyblade called Amaterios Aero Assault. So let's start with all the different parts. Amaterios, the layer, it's okay. Like, a few different people have tried it for attack, and it wasn't that great. It's decent at bursting things, like, it's won a few times in tournaments just through the burst attack it has. I know Amaterios Heavy Liner, that was more of a joke combo, but like, Amaterios Gravity Orbit did okay at bursting things. It can burst Death Scyther, I guess, kinda consistently, but aside from that, you're not gonna have much success with it. Yeah, so it's Amaterios isn't too good, really. Aero is the disc. It's pretty light. I don't know if it's lighter than Wing or not, but it's like, no one's really tested because they don't want to scratch up all the paint. I tried it a few times on Beast Behemoth, but it wasn't really light. It wasn't really heavy enough to do anything. It was too light. Maybe it's good in Hasbro meta because the lighter discs seem to be better there, with the Hasbro blades that burst more often. But aside from that, Aero doesn't really seem incredibly useful. And finally, the driver is Assault, which is basically like a wider version of Excel. Similarly to how like Wide Flat and Extreme Flat and Gyaos Circle Flat all had more stamina than Flat in Metal Fight Beyblade, Assault has more stamina than Excel from my experience. I know like other people have found the opposite. Maybe my Excel just has like really bad balance, but I think Assault has more stamina. Like, when I tried Chaos Spread Excel and Chaos Spread Assault, the Assault version would outspin Dark Death Scyther more consistently. So yeah, like I was saying, it's pretty much only good on a star combo because the surface area means that it's harder to keep the flower pattern with a plastic tip. So something like Acid Anubis Spread Assault, Chaos Spread Assault, maybe Odin Spread Assault. Odin's got some nice stamina. I don't know how well it does on a star. But all three of those are good star combos. They usually take an easy to burst but high stamina layer and just put it on a mobile driver to have it avoid contact with the opponent. But yeah, Assault's the most useful piece. It's not incredibly common, and it doesn't see too much use because stars they're not really that commonly used, with Drain Fafnir and Los Longinus making most of the game about spin steel nowadays. But it's still useful if you want to, I guess stalling is Acid Anubis on Zephyr or Assault is probably a pretty safe combo to go against noobs, or just a safe combo in general, so you don't accidentally burst versus like stock Ragnarok or something. So, overall, Amaterios it's more of a collector's item than a useful purchase, which is kind of what it was intended to be. It was originally only released through like the Bay terminal, which is what you get for scanning the QR codes from the Japanese Beyblades, and you can spend the points for a chance to win it. And they released this black and gold version in, I guess, you know, the random layers. They have like the similar gacha machines, and you could get like one of 3 parts. And they have like the platinum version that comes with the DS, but like otherwise, unless you're into like collector's items, it is a pretty good looking Beyblade, like in all 3 versions. There's like the normal red and orange one, this black and gold one, then like a pearl and blue one, which is the platinum version. But yeah, unless you're into like collector's edition Beyblades, I wouldn't advise getting this, because for the most part Zephyr works about as well as Assault for stalling. That's pretty much Assault's only use. And Valkyrie is better for bursting than Amaterios is, and like a lot of other Beyblades are. I think Beast Behemoth might like even directly outclass amaterios because they have similar shape. So yeah, you thought this was gonna be Victory Valkyrie, but it wasn't because I forgot about this thing until just now. And next time will be Victory Valkyrie, and see you then.